Oh, and thank you very much, Kissel, for the 12 months. A full year. Thank you so much for the support. Aavak, once you've settled on the sun, kill the others. No. No. I refuse. Also, harder to do. Harder to do if you're not sadistic. If I was sadistic, then I could use hostile schemes against my children, i.e. murder. I'm not sadistic, so I don't even think that's an option. It might be an option, but with incredibly high stress results. But I wouldn't do that anyway. I'll just try to orchestrate it so it doesn't go down that way. That they don't end up squabbling too much. Whether we make that happen or not, who knows. But we need to shed one of my domains. Which one do I want to give away? I don't want to give away this one because is it de jure? I think that's the correct. Yeah, de jure Duchy of Mercia. Or rather, Petty Kingdom of Mercia. Well, yeah. It is a duchy, I believe. Yeah. It's part of that de jure claim. So any vassal who has this will have, like, there'll be friction. Because their de jure liege isn't me. So I'm going to hold on to this one. And I gave it away the last time, and it caused some ructions. Ultimately, it caused a big problem. Now, which of my... I would say the Lordship of Penllyn is probably the least developed. Let's have a quick look at you. What's Penllyn like? Pretty low development there. So let's go ahead and find a character. I would like someone with decent stewardship so they can do something good with the land. I guess. For example, here, have you got any claims or anything? You have got a child, so you might be able to pass that down, but you don't have any claims to anything yourself, which is always good to see. So I could give you Penllyn. You're also 67, so it probably will pass to your son very quickly. Quite quickly. In fact, I could just give it to your son. Because your son will then have the benefit with me. But, stewardship of 7. I mean, granted, it's not actually low. It's not that much lower than anyone else, so, meh. How old are you again? You're 67. Gwydno, 67 is like 102 in modern years. You're not long for this world. I think I should probably just give it straight to your son. Only has 7 stewardship, but let's have a look. Is there someone with... well, someone here with 9. That's my son, who's heir to many things. We don't want to give it to him. Can't give it to my daughter. No, actually, you're the next one down. So yeah. Aavak, note that the person who gets that county will demand to be on the council. That's fine. For Tina Decay, again, I'm. It may seem like I'm perhaps overlooking those details, but I'm making these choices with that in mind. I don't mind if they want to be on the council. If I give this to him, for example, let me show you. If I was to give you the Lordship of Penllyn, 40 opinion for 50 years, that will face tank the -40 for a powerful vassal not being on the council. So I'd be able to do this, and it would have no effect. There would be, for 50 years, no appreciable change would occur. So, although I'm not stopping to expressly spell out that I'm aware of some of the things, do understand that I have the first stream, and I did cover some of that, but I do really thank you for the tip all the same, though. there are going to be lots of things that I forget. So please don't hold back on sharing advice and just double checking with me. But yeah, I am aware that my powerful vassals, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, a few times now actually, that I don't really mind if they don't like it, even if it does cause an opinion malice. I'll just try and sway it back up. After all, I am going into intrigue. We'll pull it up one way or t'other. One way or t'other, we'll fix it. But this one is actually a fairly easy one. I can just give that one away. So I'm going to go ahead and grant that title. Boom. There we are. Your father must be so proud. And now with this, our domain limit is back to normal. And we're actually making a decent chunk of cash. Decent chunk of cash. 6.7 straight off the bat. We've got 1,240 levies. Not bad. Not bad at all. What else is going down? Children lack guardians. Oh, my lord. So many of my children lack guardians. 2 of my vassals want to be on the council. Well, you know, it's just a shame that you suck at everything. Such a shame. If only you were skilled. If only. You really, really dislike the fact that I threw you out. Aavak, whatever you do, don't press Alt F4. But now I want to press it even more. But yeah, just to reiterate though, backseat gaming is turned on, so please do let me know if you think I'm forgetting something. As sassy as I might be initially, I actually do really appreciate it. I do really appreciate it. There will be things that someone is going to catch out on, and I'm going to be, but I already know. Oh wait, no, I don't. Oh my god, you just saved me from tanking this game. You are the MVP that we all deserved. Do the Anglos have the de jure on Wales? No, I don't believe anyone has the Kingdom of Britannia. I don't believe that title exists. There is a de jure from Mercia on these two, on this duchy that I control, but they can just jog on. They're not getting it back. Right, with that done, in terms of my vassals, Sandy actually doesn't care to be on the council, which is quite nice to see. You're on the council, you're on the council, you are not, and, well, it's just the way it's going to be. However, to try and prevent this going really south, really fast, let's go ahead and start swaying. 95%. Let's begin. 10 months. I would love to have my dear old wife, actually my dear young wife, I believe, help me out with this because she's reasonably good with intrigue. 45. But I do really need that 11 stewardship to be able to manage this many holdings. There is an empire title. Britannia. I don't believe anyone holds it. Not created yet. Like I said, there is no... The empire title doesn't yet exist. No one has met the requirements for and has formed that title, so I don't need to worry about it. But kingdoms, I don't believe yet exist. No, the Kingdom of Alba does exist. The Kingdom of Ireland does not yet exist, and the Kingdom of Wales does not yet exist. I think this game is going to be educational for me. Yeah. No, I've definitely found that. 100% found that. Okay, so that's quite a lot of the things dealt with that we needed to deal with. Next up, heir unmarried. Okay. Anoraud, let's have a look at you. How are you looking these days, Anoraud? You're callous, you're ambitious, and you're vengeful. You are a skilled technician, an aggressive attacker, and a diplomat. Interesting. basically you have neutral diplomacy because the +3 diplomacy there is made -1 due to callous and then vengeful, and then you've got +1 due to ambitious, so it pulls it all back around eventually. All right, let's have a look for... I wonder if find people can do this for me. Can find character, find marital status, unmarried. Ooh. Diplomatic range. Inside diplomatic range. All. Doesn't actually matter. Actually doesn't really matter. Free. Doesn't matter. Culture. Chthonic group. Wonder if this would help me, because ultimately I would like to have alliances with people who are close by. I wonder if you can check this. If you can use this to find someone. Is this a way to do it, chat? Is this possible, what I'm looking at right now? I mean, there's Cornish. And lowborn, however. Doesn't look like we have any landed peeps. Can I right click to interact? No, I want to go to all the way down there. Well, I mean, Brittany isn't that far away. You could get troops across. What I don't want is too, like, definitely East Francia is too far away. The south of West Francia is too far away. Brittany is probably okay. Lyon is probably okay. Ireland, Scotland, England, they're all right. Scroll up in the filter window when you were looking for a spouse and you can type in names. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ah, okay. Fertile is pretty much the only thing I really care about. It's part of a character's name, dynasty, house, trait, culture. Right, okay. The dynasty. There's no one there. Okay. Well, this will work actually. If we can do it like this, then I'm fine with that. Northumbria. Well, no. Wessex. I doubt we're gonna find anything there. Nope. Comely. Okay, fair enough. Cornish culture. Actually, I should probably work with the cultures more than anything. Let's get rid of that. Oh, can I add more things? Oh, that's actually quite useful then. So I want someone nearby, basically. Irish. Alright, that's giving me a much better list of people to have a look through. It's actually got way too many now, but still going to be useful. Let's start getting picky then, since we've got so many. I would prefer them to be within 5 years of Anoraud. That is drastically reduced the list. Let's have a look at inheritable traits. Okay, not many. We've got some quick... probably not then. Let's remove inheritable traits off this for now. How about alliances? Okay. Zoom this out a bit. Close that for now so I can just have a look. Okay. That one might not be bad. And having Carlisle wouldn't necessarily be a bad one. Impatient, paranoid, and diligent. As long as they're not ambitious. You can work with them as long as they're not ambitious. Irish, compassionate, gregarious, just. At this point, let's have a look at your general sum of skills. Wow, look at that martial, though. Stewardship, perhaps to prop up Anoraud's awful stewardship. Also, fairly high learning, which would mean that you might be useful to... you'd be very, very good at taking care of wards and making sure that they received a decent education. Might even work well as court physician. Look at that diplomacy there. Whoa. Generous, stubborn, and diligent. Yeah, it's definitely going to be these three, I think. So what do you think then, chat? Should we go for a potential alliance with the Earldom of Westmoreland? Or the Earldom of Ormond? Anglo-Saxon or Irish? Good luck, Aavak. Glad I got to drop in for a bit. Oh, take care, Mira. Thank you very much for dropping by. It was wonderful to have you here. The one with high learning and stewardship, says Fotino Decay. Lots of people going for Irish, yeah. Okay. High learning and stewardship, it seems, is generally being the winner of those two. Oh, where's the land of... would you say there? Leofwaru? It's there, in Northumbria. Yeah, I think most people are in favour of Irish. Now, the issue with this, the one big issue, different faith. Catholicism versus insular. We consider them astray. They consider us righteous. Faith is easy to change. I wouldn't know. I haven't tried that yet, but astray. This faith differs in a way that is not particularly significant. Intermarriage may still happen. Character opinion -10, popular opinion -15. Can usurp their titles. Ooh. Righteous. This faith is considered legitimate. Intermarriage is common. Can usurp their titles. Gold Dragoon. Thank you very much for the 3 months there. 3rd month, 2nd best month. I can demand that they change their faith. Oh, okay. I mean, I could. Born into House Aavak. Chance of children medium. Alternatively, if we went for again Song of Skills, medium. Vastly, they are a significantly smaller force. Significantly. What use an alliance with them might be is questionable at best. No, I think we're going to be going for. Would you say that's Sealy? I would not know. Insulars don't have any problem with you if you believe in Jesus. They will not have a diplomacy penalty with you. Catholic AI might have a small penalty with insular characters, though. Yeah, I believe that because of... again, because of... we consider them astray. We will have a -10 with them, or... yeah, we will have a -10, and the popular opinion of our people will be -15 towards this particular person, rather than the other way around. I think. Also ambitious, what? Still. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Dare we? Dare we pair an ambitious woman with an ambitious man? Do we have the pair of them being ambitious? Honestly, if I could trust that they would work towards their combined goals, that would be amazing. It's a power couple. But, well, actually, that would probably be bad because I would be the next step up on their path to world dominance. That could actually work against me. But I'm worried that they might work against each other. Ambitious on your wife is good. It means they'll push you harder. Yeah, this is the problem though, Mordred Viking. Push them harder where? Off a pier? Off a cliff? Into a coffin? Onto a knife? I did nothing. They just fell on their sword. I just given them a really aggressive hug. If she's marrying the primary heir, it's not that bad. She'll likely just wait for him to come to power. If this were a CK2, Aavak could just make himself immortal and not have to worry about secession at all. What? That feels like it would take all the fun out of things. Also, hello, Unspeaker Blair. And, of course, Mordred Viking. I can only assume that your runs of this have been going significantly better than mine have been so far. How have you been finding it, Mordred? I imagine that you're having as much fun as pretty much everyone else that I've seen playing this, and indeed myself. But yeah, we'll go with Sealy and see how that goes. Hopefully, this is not a terrible mistake. Same proposal. Right, next up, and some of the last things that we need to do. Children are guardians. You already sorted. My sons and my daughters. Tutoir. Well, first and foremost, I want to see you. Okay, you're just bossy. You're currently on a martial education. That's okay. Use a hug. Is it barbed? What? No. I'm loving it. I mean, Vikings. So I was immediately sold. You're a man of simple pleasures. There's something you have to just sit back and respect about a person who just knows what they like and just goes for that. It's like, no, I like Vikings. This game has Vikings. Therefore, I like this game. Life is simple. Everything is as it should be. Everything has a place, and it's in that place. Then you get to some people, it's like, I've literally got 4,000 games. I want to play something, I just don't know what, and I've got so much choice. I'm just getting anxious over picking which game I want to play. I'm not going to play anything. I need to go and de-stress from the thought of having to pick a game to play. That is me sometimes. Well, I could have my sons... I could do to my sons. Sadistic. Wrathful. Yikes. And honest. This I don't feel that these are good... Oh, and charming. I feel this is a dangerous combination. I feel this is an exceptionally dangerous combination, actually. Yikes. I did pick the ambitious woman, Chromerific. Aavak feeling very called out right now. Just kidding. I imagine there's a lot of people who feel called out by that, if I'm honest. I'm doing my own run of the same Welsh King as Aavak. Vikings just ganked my brother-in-law, whom I've been fighting. So now they are occupying Welsh lands. Crusade! I mean, it's kind of good and kind of bad. Yes, this kid is going to make a lot of rivals. Or this kid is going to make a lot of friends who will then show up in inexplicably painful looking deaths. So, Aavak, I'm trying to think. What tenants should I have the Cult of Nurgle? Does anyone know if there is a way to make patient a virtue? What? Oh, you're reforming your faith. I have no idea how you would make patient a virtue. Okay, so Mervyn, you're going to be a bit of a troublesome one. Bossy, gregarious, gluttonous, and chaste. Okay, and you're going for a martial focus as well. I'd actually kind of like you to go for a... see, you have got a very high martial. But I wouldn't mind you getting some better stewardship, if I'm honest. Go for a stewardship focus if you could. And... now, this is the thing. When it comes to Guardians... your Guardian has a chance of passing on their traits to the child. This much I know. So I imagine you would generally want people who had a similar set of traits, or traits that would work within the same branch. So if for example, you had someone who's sadistic, you might want someone who's deceitful to be their Guardian, because they may then get the double whammy of sadistic and deceitful, and that would make them pretty good in intrigue. However, does learning... do the stats themselves matter? Like, should you, if you want someone who's on like a stewardship focus like this, do you want their Guardian to have high stewardship? Is that something you need? Or is it mostly learning? As far as I understand it, it's less the traits and more their own education. Learning helps you determine the level of the education. Okay, so you would want a high level of learning then for that. Well, you've got a stewardship focus. And you... I mean, I don't know what... you don't have a focus because you're not a main character, but... I think you'd probably be a good Guardian then. You're just cynical and callous. I mean, who knows on this one? You think you always want the teacher to have a high learning, regardless of focus, but not sure. You want the Guardian to have a high level in whatever trait you want them to have. As a child, pre-16, learning is important for the education trait. Oh, the icon with the stars. Right, right, right. So in this case, mastermind philosopher. So it doesn't have an education in stewardship. Right. And that's the thing I need to look out for, is it? Oh, I'm seeing all those mores getting used. Looks like this is going to be a long stream.